I think it's safe to say we all want a bit more financial stability.
Yeah.
Maybe even some extra cash to,
Of course.
enjoy life a little more, right?
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what we're going to be diving into today.
Okay.
We've got a snippet from a podcast called Voice of Naiba,
All right.
and they offer all this really insightful financial advice.
Cool.
The episode title is How to Build Multiple Streams of Income. Paise. Kaam nahi tarike.
Yeah.
Now, I got to admit, my Hindi's
Yeah.
not really up to par.
Uh-huh.
Could you maybe translate that for us and give us a bit of context?
Yeah, for sure. So Paise Tarike basically translates to new ways to earn money.
Okay.
And this is something that's super relevant in India right now.
How so?
Well, the country's kind of going through this huge economic boom.
Wow.
So there's this rapidly growing middle class, and they're all really focused on achieving that financial security and building a better future,
Makes sense.
So this idea of creating multiple income streams is becoming super popular.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's like that, that old saying,
Yeah.
don't put all your eggs in one basket,
Exactly.
but applied to finances.
Precisely.
So how does this podcast suggest we go about actually building these income streams?
So they highlight 3 main ways to do it: side hustles, investments, and digital products.
Okay.
And it's really interesting how they connect these modern strategies to these very traditional Indian values.
Okay.
Resourcefulness, entrepreneurship.
Oh.
It's like they're saying, these qualities have always been a part of our culture.
Yeah.
Let's just, apply them to the 21st century economy.
I love that.
Yeah.
So let's start with side hustles.
Sure.
What were some of the examples that they gave?
Well, they talked about a whole range of options.
Okay.
Things like freelancing.
Right.
There's platforms like Upwork that are really popular for that. They mentioned online tutoring services.
What?
And even the creator economy,
Interesting.
which is booming in India.
Oh.
Platforms like YouTube and Instagram,
Yeah.
those are offering these new ways to basically monetize your talents.
That's so cool.
So for example, let's say you're really passionate about cooking. You could maybe start a food blog or a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Share your recipes.
Great idea.
Or if you're really good at teaching,
Right.
you could try online tutoring.
Yeah.
So it's all about
Yeah.
identifying your strengths, what you're good at,
Right.
and then figuring out a way to monetize them.
I love that.
Yeah.
But I imagine managing multiple side hustles.
Yeah.
That can get kind of overwhelming.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? How much time do you have?
Exactly.
Did they talk about that at all?
They did, yeah.
Okay.
They really emphasize starting small.
Okay.
Don't try and do everything at once.
Right.
Focus on one thing that you're really passionate about. Give it your full attention. Okay. Once you've established a steady income from that,
Yeah.
then you can start exploring other options.
That's a great point.
Yeah, so it's all about being strategic.
All right. So let's shift gears a bit and talk about investments. What
Okay.
did they have to say about that?
It was interesting. They didn't just focus on the stock market.
Really?
They also talked about these alternative investment options that are becoming increasingly popular in India.
Okay. Like what?
Things like mutual funds,
Right.
fixed deposits.
Okay.
They even mentioned some government-backed savings schemes,
Oh, interesting.
which apparently offer pretty attractive returns with very little risk.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they really emphasize that for anyone new to investing, it's always a good idea to seek guidance from a financial advisor.
That makes sense.
Get a personalized strategy.
Yeah, don't just jump into it
Exactly.
without knowing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Okay, so it sounds like they're really advocating for a sort of well-rounded approach to financial planning.
Absolutely.
All right, so last but not least, let's talk about digital products.
Okay.
What are they seeing in that space?
They see a ton of potential there.
Really?
They talk about online courses, ebooks, even digital art.
Wow.
They highlight platforms like Udemy and Skillshare, where you can, create and sell courses on pretty much anything.
Like what kind of things?
They mention photography, coding,
Wow.
anything you can think of, really.
That's crazy.
The main takeaway is that you don't need a massive following
Right.
to make money from your knowledge or your skills.
Yeah.
The internet makes everything so much more accessible.
So true.
You can reach a global audience.
That's amazing. It's so empowering.
Yeah, it really is.
So as we kind of wrap things up here,
Okay.
what were some of the final thoughts that they left us with?
They really stress that building multiple income streams, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
It takes work. dedication, a long-term vision.
You got to be in it for the long haul.
Exactly. But ultimately, it's about creating that safety net for yourself, achieving financial freedom,
Right.
being able to pursue your passions without having to rely on just one source of income.
I love that.
And this really resonates with an Indian concept called Atmanirbharta,
Okay.
which basically means self-reliance and empowerment.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
It's incredible how they managed to blend this
Yeah.
modern financial advice with these timeless cultural values.
Absolutely.
So for everyone listening out there, as you're thinking about your own financial journey,
Yeah.
remember those words, Atmanirbharta, self-reliance, and Paise Kamaikan Yeh Tarike, new ways to earn money.
Exactly.
Maybe it's time to explore those new avenues.
Yeah.
Create a brighter financial future for yourself.
Absolutely.
All right, that's it for today.
Great talking to you.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.